Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Slop, and today we're going to take a listen to a couple more Rush tracks from the album Presto. Now, I said in the last video I might take a reaction to the next 3 songs, which will be the last 3 songs on the album, but I've decided to just do 2 songs because I just want to avoid any kind of block that YouTube might put on the video, and sometimes uploading more than a few songs, or even just uploading more than 2 songs is, not welcome from YouTube. So we're just gonna play it safe. Gonna listen to 2 songs today, and the last video, which will be Available Light, will be coming up after this. So hang around for Red Tide and Hand Over Fist for this video. I'm excited. Red Tide, it just sounds cool. What is it, like a tide, right, of like the ocean? But why is it red? Is it blood? Hand Over Fist after that. So that's a saying, right? But I'm not sure what it means. I'm gonna have to look it up. Anyways, thanks for hanging around, everybody. Make sure to give this video a like if you made it this far. Make sure to hit subscribe also. That will really help me out. All right, we're going to get into Red Tide, everybody. Headphones on, here we go. Oh, I love that intro there. The synth, great choice on the synth, sounding like a little goose horn. I'm not sure what it's actually called. I just call it a goose horn because it sounds like a goose. But wow, they are taking some steps in this song already. All right, we're just going to listen to that intro one more time and then go back into it.
Nature has some new plague to run in our streets. History, some new wrinkle we are doomed to repeat. Fugitives at the bedroom door, lovers pause to find an open store. Rain is burning on the forest floor, and the red tide kisses the shore. This is not a false alarm. This is not a test. Stay out of the sun. It only burns my skin. The sky is full of poison, and the atmosphere's too thin. Bless the sun, rain no more. River running like an open sore. Black wind falling through the ocean floor, and the red tide washes ashore. This is not a false alarm. This is not a test. Nowhere we can fly away. Nowhere we can rest. The body is disrupted by This is not a test. Nowhere we can fly away. Nowhere we can rest. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. And the red tide kisses the shore. And the red tide kisses the shore. And the red tide kisses the shore.
Okay. Well, that was a cool song. I really appreciated the use of synth. You know, it seemed to have like an environmental message. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, you know, I have to look into the lyrics. I'm that interested. I love the chorus. The chorus was a lot of fun. I loved Getty's voice. I'm really starting to really appreciate his choice of melody for his vocal performances. I mean, I've always appreciated his voice. He's always had a knack for coming up with like just like a cool hook to the lyrics and the vocals, you know. You know, I noticed Alex's solo was a bit short in this one, but you know, at least he was in there at all. I appreciate that. I've noticed a couple of his portions have been a little smaller on this album, but you know, if this is what they wanted, it's whatever. You know, we have tons of Alex going wild in older albums, so this is fine. This is fine. All right, so yeah, we'll look into the lyrics after we listen to the next song, which is going to be Hand Over Fist. Here we go.
Hand over fist, paper around the stone. Scissors cut the paper to the bone. Hand over fist, paper around the stone. Scissors cut the paper and the rock must stand alone. I could disappear into the crowd, not if I keep my head in the clouds. I could walk away so proud. It's easy enough if you don't laugh too loud. I thought I was okay alone. Wait for the postman and the telephone. Lost in a world of my own. I thought I could run alone. Thought I could run through the night alone. Hand over fist, paper around the stone. Scissors cut the paper to the bone. Hand over fist,
Wow. Okay, so I really, really enjoyed that song. It had like almost everything. You know, each member really stood out on their respective instrument. The bass and the drums were going perfectly together. They were taking us through a really like heavy kind of walk there. That was such an interesting and unique song from them. Like I said, it had a lot of everything. Like it had a lot of like little synth portions, had a lot of Alex's guitar, which really stood out. Alex's guitar was awesome on this track. Definitely had some cool moments. And yeah, Getty's voice on this track also was, you can tell he was like pushing it again. He's really trying to get up there and register and even do that wail he used to do. Like, I really like this track for Getty. Yeah, overall, I think everybody's still really shining on this album, on this song in particular. Yeah, no, this is one of the more memorable songs off this album so far. So yeah, we just have one song left, and I'm gonna be saving that for the next video. So for now, we're going to get into the lyrics for Red Tide and Hand Over Fist. So let's do Red Tide. Nature has some new plague to run in our streets. History some new wrinkle we are doomed to repeat. Fugitives at the bedroom door, lovers pause to find an open store. Rain is burning on the forest floor, and the red tide kisses the shore. This is not a false alarm, this is not a test. Stay out of the sun, it only burns my skin. Sky full of poison, and the atmosphere's too thin. Bless the sun, the rain no more. River running like an open sore. Black wind falling through the ocean floor, and the red tide washes ashore. This is not a false alarm, this is not a test. Nowhere we can fly away, nowhere we can rest. The party is disrupted by an uninvited guest. Deadline approaches for the weary land. It used to be something, but we let it run down in our hands. Too late for debate, too bad to ignore. Quiet rebellion leads to open war. Bring a sea change to the factory floor as the red tide covers the shore. Now is the time to turn the tide. Now is the time to fight. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. Now is the time to make the time while hope is still in sight. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. This is not a false alarm, this is not a test. Nowhere we can fly, nowhere we can rest. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. Let us not go gently to the endless winter night. Yeah, no, I'm getting, climate change. That's what I'm getting from this. 1989, they already knew exactly what we know now. I approve this message, Neil Peart. Alright, so now, what do we have next? Show Hand Over Fist. Hand over fist, paper around the stone. Scissors cut the paper to the bone. Hand over fist, paper around the stone. Scissors cut out the paper, and the rock must stand alone. I could disappear into the crowd, but not if I keep my head in the clouds. I could walk away so proud. It's easy enough if you don't laugh too loud. I thought I was okay alone. Wait for the postman and the telephone. Lost in a world of my own. I thought I could run alone. Thought I could run through the night alone. Hand over fist. Paper around the stone. Scissors cut the paper. Cut the paper to the bone. Hand over fist. Paper around the stone. Scissors cut the paper, and the rock must stand alone. Hand over hand. Doesn't seem so much. Hand over hand is the strength of the common touch. You talk as we walk along. You never imagined I could be so wrong. Humming your favorite song. You know I've hated that song for so long. How can we ever agree? Like the rest of the world, we grow farther apart. I swear you don't listen to me, holding my hand to my heart, holding my fist to my racing heart. Hand over fist, paper around the stone. Scissors, cut the paper to the bone. Take a walk outside myself, in some exotic land. Greet a passing stranger, feel the strength in his hand. Feel the world expand. I feel my spirit resist, but I open up my fist. Lay hand over hand over fist. Paper around the stone, scissors, cut the paper to the bone. Hand over hand, doesn't seem so much. Hand over hand is the strength of the common touch. Hand over hand doesn't seem so much. Hand over hand is the strength of the common touch. Hand over hand doesn't seem so much. Hand over hand, cut the paper to the bone. Hand over fist, paper around the stone. Scissors, cut the paper to the bone. And then that repeats 2 more times. Yeah, no, maybe let me look up what hand over fist means. Hand over fist meaning. Very rapidly, we were making money hand over fist. Very rapidly, okay. So very rapidly, with that in mind, I should have looked up the definition before reading the lyrics. But, so I'm going to reread this song real quick with that context, dude. I'm just going to replace hand over fist with very rapidly. No, this song is really cryptic. I can't make out. This seems to be very personal. So yeah, no, I'm going to say this is very personal, only because we get to this point. How can we ever agree? Like the rest of the world, we grow farther apart. I swear you don't listen to me. Holding my hand to my heart, holding my fist to my racing heart. Like, yeah, this seems very personal. The song is to maybe one person. So I'm going to just leave it as this was not meant for me to understand. If anybody knows the story, feel free to share in the comments. But a couple of beautiful songs we have here. Personally, I enjoyed, I think I enjoyed Hand Over Fist a little bit more than Red Tide. Even though Red Tide was totally fun, had a good message, I think Hand Over Fist just had a couple more standout parts overall. A few more standout parts. Alex's guitar was showcased through the whole thing, had a fun intro. It was funner to move to, very interesting songs. Alright, so thanks everybody for sticking around. But alright guys, I gotta give a shout out to the gold tier patrons. We have Adam Sanford, Gary Milstead, HRH Kinglurst, Joseph Wilger, Onyxia, Peter K, Tammy Curtis, Dylan Stock, Chuck Dye, Jim Tatro, Mark Gedemeyer, Thomas Wideoff, Dirk, Robert D. Hassinger, and Brett King. Thank you all so very much. And the rest of the patrons, you can see yourself on the screen right now. Thank you all so very much. Really appreciate you. Couldn't do this without each and every single one of you. And if you want to join the Patreon crew, go on over to patreon.com/JohnSlop, and you can also request songs for me to listen to, and you also get videos early. Hopefully I see you. Make sure to leave a like and a subscribe if you want to see more from me. Alright, I will talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.